Damn it. Disappeared. All right, the little frog. Pay attention to the little enemy frog, or the female frog, whatever it is that you piggyback up. It disappears. So I just noticed this when I was proof watching this video. Actually, I was getting ready to ship this board back, and I noticed this. I'm gonna play it again and try to play it at some decency so that I can get a little bit into it, to where the female, I believe it's the female frog, shows up that you have to piggyback up. Pay attention to those logs over here, because when they come up you'll see that little frog and then it'll disappear. It just disappears. So keep an eye on that. I'm going to play again. It takes it a little while to get to that point though. You have to play it for a minute or two before that female frog will show up. So I'll do my best. I know I'm not good, but I'm going to try. Remember, watch the edge of the screen. You'll see the female frog come out on the log, and then it just disappears. See it? Now watch. Okay, it's not going to do it this time. Yeah, see, now it's not doing it. Maybe that's just a bug of the game. I don't know. Uh-oh. Keep an eye out. The edge of the screen. There, see? Yeah, and she's still there. I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe it's just a part of the game. Dang it, man, I suck. And did not disappear. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking it's just the game. So I'll probably not even add this to the game. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just not even add this to the video, so my bad. Okay, now beings that it's kind of a, happens every now and again or whatever, I pulled these RAM out of the board. Those are 74S201s. And if you look at these sockets, they don't look very good. See a little corrosion down there where the contact is? See how those pins are pushed in right there? Those 3 pins are pushed in. That one's got a pushed in pin along with, I don't know if that's pushed in or not, but just general corrosion. And these guys right here, the RAM are, you know, Texas Instruments Rams, and and they liked to use silver plated legs. So those need to be cleaned. Those need to be cleaned, and I'm going to replace these sockets because I'm running this board right now, and those are the character and you know, all the sprite RAM and all that. So what I'm thinking is, because I know I'm not seeing things, that female frog would just disappear sometimes, and it's got to be due to those RAM, because the you know, the video part works where it locates everything. It's just the data, you know, the data information is not making it to the screen at some point. It's just getting lost. See, you know, this is without the RAM in the board, and you get everything except for the characters. So we'll go ahead and clean that up. I'll replace those sockets. I thought I was done with this, and I noticed that when I was watching this video back. I was like, wait a second. I got the sound, the sound when you pick up the female and take her, you know, the female frog or whatever, and you take it to the safe lily pad spot or whatever. I noticed that it would make the sound, but there would be no frog on the log that you pick up until you'd pick her up and she'd appear on your back. And I'm like, wait a second, something ain't right there. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to clean these RAMs up. I'm going to replace those sockets, and I'll play test it again. Okie dokie. We have the old out. Nicely out. Nicely out. And we're going to put the new in. I have cleaned these guys. You can see this. See those legs? Nice they are. Those are all those RAMs. And I tested them in the Inquisitor. They tested good. And we'll grab some 16-pin sockets. Five of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to have to bend over a leg on each of these because they're in there with no resistance. these two guys went in there decent. I might be able to get a leg soldered on those without... Let me see if I can do that really quick. That one's in. Alright, I was able to do those two without folding the leg, which is nice. Where are those? Let's pan around a little bit. There we go. All right. Bump, bump, bump. Beep, beep, bump, bump. Beep, bump, bump, bump. Bump, 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 bump. And I did get I got a spool of my type of solder that I like to use. I don't know if you can hear, but there is a playground right straight that way. There's a playground where kids go to school. It's a church school. And there are kids there, and you can hear them just playing outside. It's a great sound, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and back this up a little bit so that I can... Just like that, so that I can maneuver a little bit better with it being still in the shot, you know. But if you hear the kids out there, I don't know if you can pick it up on this camera, but they're pretty loud. They're out there playing on their playground. It's a nice thing to hear, especially in today's day and age. Okay. This is the power rails here. I'm going to let this cook a little bit. I let these power rails cook just a little bit. Power rail. Let it cook. Power rail. Okay. Okay, unbend the legs. Come on. Okay. Looks good to me. Soldering iron off. Clean up. Scrub a dub. And that loosens any flux that is on there. But you don't want to dry it like this because you'll get flux residue on the board. So what you do is you do this, you scrub it, you scrub and loosen up that flux, and then let me bring this over here and back it up. Back it up, move it up a little bit, and you take your alcohol and you spray and you let that run off. Let it run off. It all runs off. And then dry it. Put this stuff up. Put that up. Okay. And I'll grab the camera. Let me grab the camera and bring it over here, and you'll see right here is the row of new sockets. You won't see any flux residue at all. Let me do this. Maybe better this way. Yeah. Nice and clean, no residue. Nice new sockets. Cleanly done. And with our nice clean leg chips over here, we grab those guys. Move this sideways and put these babies in. Now there's no doubt. There is no doubt. There truly is now no doubt on connection. The RAMs are tested good. The RAMs are clean. We got new sockets in the board. We should have zero issues now. So, and I did replace the graphics ROMs because these things were those flaky OKI chips with the gold legs. And I put them in my reader, and sometimes they would verify and sometimes they wouldn't. I was like, I'm not risking it with those chips. So I got some good EPROMs put in here. And the ones that I had... Oh, let me grab this. Sorry. The ones that I had programmed before, I put back in the board. So I'm glad I pulled this out. I'm glad I watched that video to you know, to make this addendum to this, because it just wasn't solid the way that it was. Now it is. So I've got good ROMs that it won't be flaky, non-flakage ROMs. These ROMs are good Intel ROMs. I'm not worried about them. But those OKI ones, I replace them and trash them every time I see them because they're just flaky. So I'm going to put this back together and we'll play a game or two. And I'm going to let it run for a while and just make sure that that disappearing stuff doesn't happen anymore. So let me go ahead and put this back together and we'll be back. Okay, we're back together. And this is going to be the first kind of preliminary playthrough, I guess. I haven't done it yet, so just remember to keep your eye on, once we get about a minute or two into a game, when this log first comes over, keep your eye on the female frog, because what was happening was it would disappear. So keep your eye on that left side of the screen. Alright, let's play one more game. I didn't see any problems in that play, so let's do it again. There she is. Not disappearing. Let's see if we can get all the way over here. I'm going to wait for another log, see if she comes out. No, well, I'll wait for one more try. Nope. There she is. No disappearing. Wow. Wow. Oh! There she is. There she is. She going to disappear? Nope. Wow. There she is. No disappearing. Let's try to get all the way over here. Oh, shoot. We did it. There she is. No disappearing. All right. Right all the way to the end. Hey, I'm actually having a decent game. Ooh, the snake. Check out the snake or the eel or whatever that is. I never get this far because I suck. There she is, no disappearing. Uh-oh. Oh! I got a guy here. Okay, guys. That, to me, is a successful play test. I'm going to let it run for a little bit longer, and then I'll play it now and again, and just keep my eye out on that log. But I believe that was the problem, was just funky connection on those RAMs that have all of the characters, you know. And I think that was it. So replacing those sockets and cleaning up the RAMs, making sure that it was a solid connection, did the trick. Yeah, I'm glad I caught that. I mean, I had this thing boxed up and ready to go. I actually had it in my car, and I was getting ready to take it to UPS, and I was watching I was watching the video to make sure that it didn't have no freezes in it. And I saw that, and I was like, wait a second. That thing is just disappearing. So, yeah. Right there. There's the fix for that. Cleaned up and new sockets. I'm happy that I got these flaky ROMs replaced. Much better. Okay. That, guys, is going to do it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking through the end to see this. If you thought it was over, it was not over. So I appreciate all your support, guys, and watching the channel and liking and subscribing and all of that good stuff. So we will see you on the next repair video, and I'm going to go ahead and re-bag this thing up and get it back to its rightful owner.